Hey, it's raining outside, so I hope the microphone doesn't capture the thunder, but welcome to another lesson. My name is Neil Chan, and today we're going to be talking about how to listen to a melody, analyze it, and play it on the guitar, and eventually we're going to put it in our fingerstyle arrangement. Today, the song we're going to be doing is called Every Time I Feel the Spirit. It's one of my favorite spirituals, and this is how it goes. Every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. Every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. Upon the mountain, when my God spoke, out of God's mouth came fire and smoke. All around me, it looks so fine. I asked my Lord if all was mine. Every time, and it repeats. Alright, so that's basically the melody of the song. Now, we're just going to be talking about the melody. The chords will come in a future lesson as well as the fingerstyle arrangement. But how are we going to analyze this melody? Well, most of the time you can sing songs, no problem. But when it comes to playing it on the guitar, you need to do a lot of trial and error. You need to figure it out. Well, with this method, we're going to be able to listen to the melody and immediately play it on the guitar. What are the materials that we need? First off, we need our scale. So we are in E major, and this is our E major scale, and I'm going to play it on the guitar while singing the solfege syllables. Hey, before I sing the scale and sing it in solfege, you first need to know what is solfege. Okay, solfege is when we put sung syllables to every note within the scale. So for example, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So if we sing do, mi, so, we know it's 1, 3, 5. Or if we sing do, mi, re, do, 1, 3, 2, 1. So when we sing a melody in solfege, we immediately know which scale degree it is. And then once we know our scale position, we can play it immediately on the guitar. But scale positions, how do we know how to play the scale? Well, I've got a whole series of guides here. We've got the scale guide, chord guide, solfege guide. You can download them completely for free on my website, and these will show you all the positions that you can play the scales and the chords. And so I want you to go download them for free, and it will allow you to follow along with the lesson a lot better. Alright, let's get back to it. Alright, let's go. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, and descend. Do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Do, ti, la, so, la, ti, do. And that's about the range that we need to cover this song. Let's get started. Well, the first note, we know it sounds like this. Every time I... Well, what are these notes? Let's start with our tonic note in the key that we are in, which is do. And the first note is A. Well, that sounds very similar to do, and that's because it's just do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Every, so it's actually a do up here, and this is how we play it, matching it with the scale position that we're in. Do, do, every time I... Now this second note, time, we know that it's lower than A, but how low is it? Well, let's climb down the scale from do up there. So we've got do, ti, la, and there, this note matches time I, so we've got do, do, la, la. Then the next part of the song goes feel the, and these two notes are exactly the same. So we've got do, do, la, la, do, la, and then we've got spirit. Now we know that this spirit is lower than feel the spirit. Now, roughly we can know that the distance between the speed is kind of small, right? It's a small interval. So I'm gonna guess that it's just one step down the scale. But don't just guess, but we need to check. So we've got do, do, la, so. Yeah, that's correct, because if we continue down the scale, la, so, fa, mi, re, do, and then we end on do. So we know we've got do, do, la, do, la, so, moving, and this is going to be la, so, in my heart. Okay, now we know that this is going to be lower here, but how low? Well, let's start from a note that we know. Moving, la, so. So we've got so here, and let's go and find where is in, so, fa, mi, re, in. So we know this is a re, in my heart. Okay, so look at my hand here. We've got in my heart, and this probably is going to be a re, mi, do, because these sort of patterns are really similar. You know that it's probably just walking up and down the staircase. Re, mi, do. I will pray. And that's the same melody. So we've got re, mi, do, re, mi, do. Okay, so that's the melody for the first line. We've got do, do, la, la, do, la, so, la, so, re, mi, do, re, mi, do. And now, because we've got our scale, we've got do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And we know exactly where each syllable maps onto the guitar, we can play it. So we've got do, do, la, la, do, la, so, la, so, re, mi, do, re, mi, do. Alright, and that's how we play it on the guitar. Well, let's move on. The second line is going to be pretty much exactly the same, right? Every time I feel the spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. It's exactly the same. So let's go on to the verse. Upon the mountain, when my God spoke. Well, we've got this starting with this note, which is kind of low here. So, okay, we know this is a low note. Let's just start on our tonic note, alright? Do, well, let's climb down the ladder to find that note. Do, ti, la, so. Okay, we've got so upon the. Well, let's climb up. So, la. That's correct. Da, what is this note? Upon the. So, la, ti. Nope. So, la, do. Yes, that's it. So, la, do. Upon the mountain. What is this note? Na, na. Well, it's going to be a mi, re, do, because that's what it sounds like. So, la, do, mi, mi. When my God spoke. That's the same melody. So, it's going to be so, la, do, mi. And then after that, out of God's mouth. Again, it's the same thing. So, la, do, mi, came fa. Well, let's figure out this is came. So, la, do, mi, re, do. It's a do. Do, came fa. See, this is a little small step here. So, we've got do, re, and smoke. Okay, now this is interesting. And smoke. This last smoke sounds like it's resolved, right? And we can check. And smoke. Alright, I went drifted a little bit off tune here, but and smoke. So this is a do. So this and it's just a little bit below that do note. So most likely it's gonna be a ti do. From the start of the verse, we've got so, la, do, mi, mi, so, la, do, mi, so, la, do, mi, do, re, ti, do. And that's it. The second line of the verse, very similar. All around me, so, la, do, mi, mi. It looks so fine, so, la, do, mi. I ask my Lord. So, la, do, mi, if all, do, re, ti, do, if all was fine, do, re, ti, do. So that's the whole melody. Now, of course, you need to practice the solfege and the scale before you can do this really quickly. But after you do this many times, the same patterns will keep coming up and you'll be able to do it a lot faster. Alright, so this is the entire melody in solfege and I'm immediately mapping it onto the guitar. Alright, let's go. Every time okay, maybe I should sing it in solfege so it's a bit clearer. Alright, do, do, la, la, do, la, so, la, so, re, mi, do, re, mi, do. Do, do, la, la, do, la, so, la, so, re, mi, do, so, la, do, mi, mi, so, la, do, mi, so, la, do, mi, do, re, ti, do, so, la, do, mi, mi, so, la, do, mi, so, la, do, mi, do, re, ti, do. And that's it. So I hope that you have a lots of fun practicing this. Now, if you need a little tip on where to start practicing, just do the scales, sing solfege, and start with simple songs, you know, happy birthday, nursery rhymes, songs like these will be great to start on. And then you can move on to your favorite and a little bit more advanced songs, okay? So I hope that's been helpful, and until next time, I'll see you again. Goodbye.